what they call the third eye, isn't just symbolic. The pineal gland is shaped like a pine cone. It's found right between the two hemispheres of your brain, behind your eyes. Most scientists will tell you it just regulates melatonin and your sleep cycle. But ancient civilizations, from Kemet to India to Mesoamerica, spoke of it as a portal. Not in a fantasy sense, but in the sense of perception, seeing what's beyond the visible. It's the organ that lets you discern what you're looking at, not just observe it. It's the key to spiritual memory, pattern recognition, and emotional neutrality. And just like a plant leans toward light, this gland needs real, unfiltered light to function. Two, what calcifies it isn't accidental. Your pineal gland can become crystallized or calcified, literally hardened, physically desensitized, spiritually muted. This happens due to constant exposure to blue light, heavy metals in your food and water, fluoride, especially when ingested, artificial EMFs, cell towers, Wi-Fi saturation, absence of direct light exposure. You're kept indoors under screens with processed food and dim skies. And they call it modern life. A silenced pineal means you only process the material world. You stop feeling energy. You stop trusting what you feel. You become easier to mislead because your inner compass stops working. 3. They don't just block the light, they block the reminder. If sunlight is nature's broadcast, then the skies are the signal tower. Ask yourself, why are so many major cities seeing cloudy days even with no storm system? Why do so many mornings now look like they're covered in translucent white film, not natural clouds? Why do some sunsets pulse in color and others look filtered through a screen? Because you're being trained to forget how real light feels, replacing memory with mood, replacing connection with control. The average person now wakes up in darkness, stares at a screen, eats synthetic food, sits under a fluorescent light, and only gets sunlight through a windshield, if that. Before. The artificial replacement and the second sun. In certain parts of the world, particularly one nation whose name starts with Ch and ends in A, they've begun testing man-made suns. Massive satellite tech designed to mirror the sun's light, to extend daylight, to control temperature, to solve climate problems. But here's the issue. You cannot code what you cannot create. The real sun emits frequencies we haven't even mapped. It speaks directly to your cells, your mitochondria, and your pineal gland. An artificial replica can mimic the light, but not the language. It can simulate warmth, but not activation. You will be lit, but not illuminated. 5. What happens when you catch the real signal? When your pineal gets real light, especially during golden hour, sunrise, or sunset, here's what happens. Melatonin resets. You sleep deeper, dream clearer. Serotonin balances. You stop chasing dopamine highs. Clarity returns. This you recognize lies faster. Emotional neutrality sets in. You stop being triggered. Spiritual memory revives. You begin remembering things you never learned. This is why it's not just a biological upgrade. It's a system reset. One that platforms and powers can't track, can't tax, and can't suppress unless they block the signal. 6. So why aren't you told any of this? Because if your pineal is online, you're less reactive to programming. You begin detaching from emotional manipulation. You stop outsourcing your reality. You can no longer be led, only aligned. The goal isn't just to distract you, it's to disrupt the direct download between you and creation. This is why fluoride is in your toothpaste, why light is blocked, why artificial suns are praised, why sunglasses are marketed as luxury, why nature is feared, filtered, or replaced. Because when you reconnect with original light, you remember what you are. And that makes you ungovernable.